Man, it looks so white. Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. This is Anne-Marie from California. Come on in. Come on in and join. Get your sharing on. We're going to learn some stuff today. Get some education, right? Come on in. If you're just seeing this, make sure to share it. Make sure to join it. Make sure to like it. Make sure to give me some hearts. Welcome, welcome to my live. I had talked about I'm going to do a series. There's so much information on black seed oil that I decided there's no way to talk about it all in one live. So I'm going to break it up into some series and talk about it and get some education out there. So if you're watching this live, please say hi. Let me know you can see me. Let me know you can hear me. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Lucy. How you doing? I'm checking over here on my other monitor to see, make sure that I'm coming up okay, perfectly fine, because I'm going to share my screen. I'm doing this live via Zoom. So what we're going to talk about is black seed oil. You guys have been hearing me talk about it. We're going to talk about this little guy right here, right? Let me zoom in. Black seed oil, okay? Let me get a good picture there. Okay, this stuff right here is what we're going to talk about. Black seed oil. What are the benefits? How to use it? I mean, we're going to go over a series of discussions over the next few days, few weeks, whatever it's going to take. Because I found recently, about a month ago, an article about 101 benefits to black seed oil. Uses, benefits, all kinds of stuff, right? But it's too much to go over in one live. So we're just going to break it down. So let me share my screen. 1 second here. And we're going to go into some information. Okay, share my screen here. All right. So you guys, first of all, thank you for joining my live. Please share this if you know somebody who wants or needs information on black seed oil. Of course, you can Google it, but you know what? It's kind of cool to hear from somebody and to learn about it, right? So I am with the company called HBN Naturals, right? And HBN Naturals has black seed oil, and this is what it is, right? It's a full spectrum, 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone, right? Cumin. And what that is, we're going to learn about what it is. I mean, you learn a little bit of benefits here, but what I want to do is really dive deep into the black seed oil, the history, where it comes from, what do they call it, how are the uses of it, right? So you can see a little bit of a history here on our site where we have black seed oil, and black seed oil is known as a Nigella sativa, right? This is a powerful cousin to cannabis sativa, right? So they're in the sativa cousin family, right? So that's why it's so powerful. It's a power-packed cousin to cannabis sativa. Is a traditional herb that has been used for centuries. Okay, this is centuries, guys, to promote health and general well-being. It's also known as black cumin, black caraway, or the blessed seed. I like that. It's the blessed seed. Black seed has a rich and diverse chemical composition containing the psychochemicals thymoquinone and triethylene nigella. It's an antioxidant, and forgive me if I pronounce this stuff wrong, right? You guys can read along. It's an antioxidant, amino acids, proteins. It has carbohydrates. It's got essential fatty acids and minerals like calcium, iron, and potassium. Who would have known that black seed oil could produce this stuff, right? This little thing right here produces this, right? So since the 1959s, over 500 peer-reviewed studies have international universities and untold journeys, right? I mean, it just goes on and on. Millions of people use it from the Asia, the Middle East, or Eastern. They're very, very big in holistic natural healing, right? And that's what this is. Our company is organic, it's natural, the remedies, the herbs that we have, right? So what I want to make sure to go into is we're going to go into my article that I found. What I did was I went ahead and found this article online, and I got it and I put it into a document. I found it about actually a couple different places were using it, different couple companies. So I just took the information and I saved it where we could look into this info. So here we go, right? Let me zoom this in to make sure you guys can see what we're going to go over. Okay, make it a little bit bigger. So there's 101 black seed oil benefits and uses, right? So what is it? The black seed oil has been around for ages, like I said, centuries. Yet people are only now starting to learn about it, which is very surprising because was talking to somebody today and they asked me about the black seed oil, but they had never, ever heard about it. So what makes this a little more powerful when first hearing about this seed is the fact that black seed oil benefits are critically examined and a full study all around the world. Right. So it's not like just some herb and they just said, hey, use this and it's got these benefits, right? They've done extensive studies. It's surprising to know how few are aware of its properties and benefits. However, we do our best to enlighten you with what we've learned from the studies and the miraculous herbs. Black seed from the Nigella stevia plant has shown tremendous use and effectiveness against a variety of complications and issues ranging from common hair loss to skin rejuvenation, right? So you guys, my hair has grown really long. I've been taking black seed oil for a year and a half now. And my hair has grown really long. Even when I go see my hairdresser, she's like, wow, your hair has gotten so long, right? Because it helps with, hair loss and hair growth and stuff like that. Many studies have also determined there are a number of things black seed oil cannot cure or treat, from skin complications to fungal infections, right? So there's good benefits and there's things that it can't do, right? But there's tons of benefits that it can do. The power of the seed leads us to ask one question: how can one seed can be so effective against a variety of complications and issues? And just how many diseases has black seed oil been found not able to treat? So the simple fact is that black seed oil holds a complex blend of ingredients, primarily comprised of two major active pillars: thymoquinone QT, known as TQ, and thymodroquinone, known as THQ. Right now, you guys, how I said this was a family or a cousin to the sativa. If you think about it, cannabis can have THC. Well, this has THQ. All right. There are two great compounds. While they cannot treat major inflammatory issues and complications, have been found to support generally bodily health in a variety of ways. We will be highlighting research done on black cumin seed, anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial, antiviral, and antioxidants and other properties to help you understand what it is not been determined to treat at the time. We will of course enlighten you as to the issues of health supporting supplements. Did I mention the healthy omega 3, 6, and 9 help with the vitamins and other minerals, right? What are black seed oil ingredients? Okay, so intensive studies have been done, right, where to identify the composition of black seed oil and what is in this thing, right? What is in this black seed oil? I mean, it's just an oil. I mean, if you can kind of see me in the little screen, it's an oil, right? And it's greenish brown. Okay, so the ingredients of the Nigella stevia seed includes fixed oils, proteins, alkaloid, saponin, and essential oils. The ingredients of black seed oil enable to act as a multi-purpose natural supplement. That's a key word, guys. Natural supplement, right? Right now, I know you guys can't see me. I'm real little in the corner, but I'm wearing a shirt that says plants over pills, right? Because you want to take supplements or healthy or natural supplements versus medication that hurts you, medication that doesn't really solve or get to the root of the problem, right? So natural supplements is really amazing for just about anything and everything, right? As I was doing my research with black seed oil, I came across something that says black seed oil is a remedy for everything, right? Meaning so many things except for death, right? Of course, nobody could avoid death, right? The ingredients of black seed oil enable to a multi-purpose natural supplement for just about anything and everything. Take a look at some of the compelling properties of the black seed. The fixed oil is about 32 to 40%, contains unsaturated fatty acids, which include, now here's a long list. I'm not going to read each one of them. You can just kind of look through them and glance through them. And if you're watching or you're just hopping on, you can get on the replay and watch this. Let me see. Denise, I have been using black seed for, it's amazing, right? Aloise, black seed oils. Does it help with diet? Yes, Lucy. Lucy, it helps with diabetes because it helps reduce your sugars, right? Did you know black seed oil acts like metformin, right? So it's amazing. So here's some of the things that it has, the vitality of it. It tells you everything, right? I'm just going really slow to tell you so you can see all these words. This is what it's, pretty much made of. Researches have been done to determine that if any of the following are properties of black seed oil. Here's a list, are elements that were studied. Was it antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antifungal, anti-cancer elements? Is it an antihistamine, anti-asthmatic, right? For people who have asthma, antiviral, and anticoagulant. Okay, so what is in this black seed oil? You just read it, right? What it is, right? Black cumin seed. That's another word for black seed oil. So if you're looking for black seed oil and you see cumin, it's basically the same thing, right? Black cumin seeds has two different forms of alkaloids, which is isoquinoline alkaloid that includes Nigella cinnamon, Nigella cinnamine, N-oxide, and pyrazole alkaloid that includes, there's a lot of big words here, right? Nalgene, Nigelladine, and Nigellicine. The nutritional components of the Nigella stevia are vitamins, right? Because it's got so much vitamins. It's got carbohydrates, minerals, elements, fats, and proteins that include 8 or 9 essential amino acids, right? So black cumin seed also have saponin and alpha hydrogen, and in trace amounts has limonene and citrullinane, and well as provide regulative good amounts of different vitamin minerals such as F, E, C, A, K, Z. These are just a bunch of stuff that it has, right? So here, when you start to peel back the layers of black seed oil, you find Fibonacea, a sequence of general health benefits which blows the mind away in its superiority to what we think and understand. I think it's safe to say that regardless of what you may believe or think, black seed oil is something we have to research. You may know black seed oil from a variety of different names, depending on which part of the world you're from. This black seed oil list shows a few other ways black seed oil is referred to around the world. So obviously this is a well-known worldwide seed, right? So this is the different types of ways that people might pronounce it or say it, right? So the one that we're talking about is the Nigella stevia, right? Black cumin, and then obviously black seed oil, right? But there's all these different names that how people refer to them and what they mean. So where does this miracle healing black seed oil come from? Okay, in simply an extracted oil substance produced by the squeezing and compression of black seeds. There are countless home appliances that will let you produce your own oil, or you can always buy some, right? It can also be found in a variations such as organic black seed oil bitters, black seed oil capsules, or pills. Black seed extract, that's what we have here at HBN, is our black seed extract, and black seed powder, to name a few, right? The main origin currently of black seed is primarily in two places, India and Turkey. The Egyptian black seed oil is also not uncommon to find. The seeds are grown annually, right? So basically once a year, right? And are shipped all over the world. All over the world is exactly where we research to find the best and purest black seed oil in the purest form. Black seed oil is very hard to come by, so make sure you do your research, right? Now, you guys, don't go by, like, for example, here's a good thing I want to say. I was on talking to somebody else the other day, and they said, hey, I have somebody who's interested in buying our HBN black seed oil, right? And they were getting theirs on Amazon. But when I went to go look up that product on Amazon, and when I went to go see, there was no nutritional facts. They didn't even say how much black seed oil was in it, what type of milligrams. Like, I was taking, prior to being on HBN, I was taking one from Amazon that had 1,250 milligrams. And the one that I'm taking now with HBN is 3,000 milligrams, right? So it's a lot stronger. And so be aware of what you're buying and make sure, just don't buy whatever, right? Because it's not all the same, right? So you can find black seed oil, and let me see, in health stores. You can find it anywhere, right? But right now we're saying get it right here with us at HBN, right? Because we have it. So what are black seeds? They're tiny, black, thickened shaped cumin seeds. Okay, let me see if I can show you what they look like. I don't know if there's a picture on here, but this is what they look like pretty much, right? So this is what the black seeds look like. They press them, they extract the oil, and that's what they get the oil from these seeds right there, right? So that's exactly what black seed oil looks like right there. And that's the little flower you see next to it. That's what it grows from, that little plant right there, right? So that's the little flower that it has. So that's why you see the image right there. So that's what black seed is and where it comes from. Okay, so that's the black seed or black cumin seeds. They are slightly curved with the rough, distinct texture that makes them unique and easy to identify. Black seeds can be consumed in a variety of ways, from bread toppings to cold pressing the seeds for oil. You can even combine black seed oil with honey and natural oils. Remember to consult, your doctor and your licensed physician, whatever, as you're taking it, right? So what makes the seed version the best, the benefit is to some is that you can use it in a variety of ways, okay? DIY ways, right? So let's see, what is black seed oil made from? It's made from the Nigella stevia, we already said that plant, through the process of which compressing the seeds, the extract, and the oils produced, right? It's the purest black seed oil. We will not use a filler oil to increase the quantity, of the oil. Rather, they leave it as it is and impure, right? Now, if you've never taken black seed oil, it does have a strong, taste to it. So like when I take mine, I put it under my tongue, it's sublingual, and I hold it for a couple seconds, and then I usually swallow it with like some juice, like tea or something with a little sweetener in it, right? Because it does have a strong taste to it, right? Now, I have also tried other black seed oils in liquid form, and they were like horrible. Ours tastes pretty good. I like it, but it does still have a strong taste to it. So you want to take it, right? Because it is really pure, right? You can tell if your black seed oil contains fillers by how easy it is to absorb through the internally as well. So right, as you take it sublingually, you guys, it enters into your body, the absorption rate is 100% better than if you're taking capsules or pills and stuff like that, right? So you always want to get liquid form, okay? The black seed oil should not be too oily in consistency. You will always easily tell the difference when using a superior black seed oil by its absorption and strong effect. The pure black seed oil holds a distinction of how dark it is, and the oil should be almost black, as you will know you are avoiding fillers that can't be light in the oil. The seed should be organic and traced to fine source. This helps when the seeds are pressed, which will produce the best oils, right? So how do you take black seed oil? I just told you, right? You put it under your tongue, right? But here this reader says you can take black seed oil in a variety of ways, from orally to tropically. The applications are endless. In fact, not only can you use and take the oil of black seeds, but you can also use and take the seeds themselves. So please make sure you know the risk of black seed oils and how it helps, right? Now, the reason why we say the risk, right? Because, for example, if you're taking black seed oil and you're diabetic and you need to reduce your sugars, here's a good point, and you're taking it, it does reduce your sugar. So you want to be aware that it doesn't go too low, for example, right? So that's why you always have to know the risk of taking any type of natural medication, or not medication, I'm sorry, any type of natural herbs or remedies, right? You always have to know what the risks are of that, because, and the reason I said risk of medication, because medications has a lot of risk, but this is all natural. Now, here's a list of ways to take it. You can consume it by taking a teaspoon, mixing it with honey, take the seeds by themselves. You can boil with water and let simmer. You can add it to tea. You can add it to your coffees. You can add black seed to bread, foods, pastries, whatever you want, right? Or if you had capsule format, right, you can do it. So what is the Nigella stevia used for, okay? There's so much info here, right? And I don't want to go over everything in one time because it can take so long to go over everything, right? So, but what is the Nigella stevia used for? It's used for many reasons and has been studied and researched to determine if there has been any effect on disease and complications. Okay, it is not used for the treatment and cure of many diseases and serious illnesses, which should be addressed by consulting your physician, right? So we want to make sure that, you know, with HBN, the company that I'm in, that we're not making any medical claims. And this is information that I found. Like I said, I found this article on Google, right? And to me, Google is my best friend because I can go and find information. I can find the resources that I need, right? So you want to always do the same thing. What it can be used for is promoting general health, right? So here's what we promoting health and wellness, right? As a nutritional supplement are tropically applied to hair or skin. Why? Because remember, it helps with hair loss, it helps with your skin. And you know, we also at HB Naturals do have a skincare line that has black seed oil and frankincense in it, right? Because it's really good for you. It's really, really good. Nigella stevia is just another name for black seed oil, and is black onion seed oil. I like saying black seed oil versus Nigella stevia. Let me see. Can you send me links? Okay, yes, Lucy, I'll send you your link in a little bit after this, and then you can see the information. Okay, you can find a variety of names for black seed oil as they've traveled the world, right? And they're renowned everywhere. What can it be used for is promoting general. Okay, read that. Nigella stevia, in fact, what makes it completely different than black cumin oil, which you also might have heard of, as well as black onion seed. Black seed oil is superior to black cumin oil, and in the fact that black seed oil contains all the powerful nutrient properties of the black seed. The confusion with black cumin oil comes from the name usage mishaps online, so make sure you know the difference. Most of the nutritional effects are due to cumin, constituent of the TQ is mainly abundant. Take note that medical properties of black seed oil do not exist as they pertain to the curing of serious illnesses such as cancer and HIV. You guys, you have to remember, when you have a serious detrimental illness, right, there are natural remedies out there, right, that can help you, prevent, right? But what they're basically saying here is if you have a serious illness, you know, do whatever you think is best for you, especially if the doctor is giving you some type of medication or whatever, right? For me, I really hate taking medication because I don't think it does anything but put money into the pocketbooks of those, you know, doctors and insurance companies. So take note, you know, for medical reasons, right? Research on TQ has been found done to see if it possesses the following properties: anti-convulsant activity, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, antibacterial, antifungal activity. Black seed oil can be natural support for your diet. So you guys, I'm not going to go into too much information. This is going to be part 1, and I'm going to continue on a series of it, right? But let me just show you right here. Right now, we're only on page 7 of what it does. And the list is long. What does it do? Here starts one of the 101 benefits, and I'm going to go over these details in more depth, right? But can it be used for fight fungal infection, for allergies, for skin? Number 5, black seed oil for skin and cancer. Can it be beneficial? Can black seed oil be used for acne work, right? Can black seed oil help for infections? Can black seed oil boost fertility? What? Right? So can black seed oil used for hair benefit to your scalp, right? So these I'm going to go into detail a little bit over, but I'm going to go over a couple of them. Can black seed oil for flu and fever be useful? Can it be used for boils and carbuncles, reduce them? Can black seed oil for cough, for asthma, for diarrhea? Can it help with high blood pressure? Can it treat insomnia? Can it help for muscle cramps and spasms? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You know, relief from nausea or an upset stomach. Can it help ease toothaches? Can it help with leukemia cells? I mean, you guys, there's 101 benefits to black seed oil and uses, right? And we're going to break these down and go over all of these: migraines, immunity, breastfeeding. Can it help with dementia? Can it help with moles? Can it help with insect bite, peeling the lips? You know, all these things it says it can or may help, right? Because we make no medical claims here, right? So that's why we're using can it help. right? And what are the benefits of it, right? But we're going to go over all these, break them all up, and tell you what it can help with, right? And so you're going to want to stay tuned to this series that I'm going to continue to do over the next couple weeks. It might take some time to do some research, right? Now, don't just take my word for it, right? Don't just take my word for it. This is what I tell people. Let me close this out. This is what I tell people when they come to me. I said, look, you might see this stuff on my site, on the site that I'm working with the company. We have the ingredients of what it has. We even have the label. You can check out the label and tell you what we have on the label and what it's made of and what the ingredients are. We even have a sheet that tells you how to use it. Let me see if I can zoom this in. So we even tell you what it is, it's concentrated, how to use it, how to start it, children on what ages to use it for, right? And then it gives you some cautions right there. And then it tells you a breakdown of what I just kind of went over, but this is a small little breakdown of what it goes over, right? Then we have our label that you can see it's got the 3,000 milligrams of thymocinin right in it. And it tells you exactly how many milligrams of what's in it, right? We don't keep nothing hidden. We don't keep no secrets here, right? Of what you can find in the black seed oil. Let me see if my screen is changing over because I don't see it switching over. Hold on one second. Let me make sure that it is switching over. Oh yeah, you can see. Okay, great. So here's what I tell people, right? If you don't trust me, go to Google and say, what are the benefits of black seed oil, right? And when I first started researching this, I found a lot of stuff. WebMD has some information. There's just a lot of information. Go and look to see what are the benefits. What does it say? What does it help you with? I mean, you guys, it helps with so many things that the possibilities are endless, right? But it's not the only thing that we have, right? We have a lot of other products that help, but black seed oil is huge, right? And so when I tell people, go Google it, right? Don't just take my word for it, because that's what I did when somebody first told me, because my sugars were over 430 and they said, Anne-Marie, you need to take black seed oil. I had never heard of it. I had never heard of black seed oil whatsoever. So back in 2018 in January, I went and started researching what it is and what are the benefits of it, right? And you'll find out all the things, what it helps with cancer, what it helps with the liver function. Right here, it helps with diabetics, according to this article and journal. Okay, it says black seed oil may have anti-diabetic properties and improve blood sugar levels. Again, this study, is telling you what they're using it for. But I'm telling you, I found another article, and I believe it was on Dr. Axe. Let me see if I put Dr. Axe. He's really good, if you guys know who he is. And he has a really good article here that I think this is where I found it. I love this one, the 9 Proven, because this is where I found out when I was doing my research, right, of what it is. And let me find out, go back down here and see if I can find it. Okay, let me close that there. And I'm going to go down to this section where it's, see if I can find diabetics. I thought it had it on here in this one. Oh, here. Okay, so let me see if there's one part that really stuck out to me that I want to show you. Here it is. In fact, according to a study, black seed improves glucose tolerance. Let me make this bigger so make sure you guys can see that. Okay, glucose tolerance as effectively as metformin. And I was like, when I read this, I was like, what? Like, there's so many people on metformin, and I've heard metformin is so bad for you, but yet there's a natural remedy that it acts efficiently as metformin. Right there, guys. I ain't saying this, right? That's what they're saying. This is coming from Dr. Axe's site on the website, where he's saying it works efficiently as metformin. Right? So I'm not saying if you're diabetic, stop taking your metformin. No. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. Right? You start little by little when you start on a healthy product or a healthy alternative, right? You start on that, and then you wean yourself off of your medication, right? You still see a doctor and say what he says, but you wean yourself off, right? So it has shown significant adverse effects. It has very low toxicity, meaning it's not toxic like metformin is, right? Because metformin is a man-made medication, right? Where this is an herb. It's a natural herb. This is huge because metformin is one of the most commonly prescribed type 2 diabetes drug, and it can cause a wide slew of side effects, right? And so here's some of the side effects that it can include, right? That by taking metformin, right? And so you guys, black seed oil is amazing, right? And so if you are somebody who is suffering or has some issues, let me make my screen a little bit smaller, and you've never heard of black seed oil, please stay tuned. I'm going to do this series, and we're going to go over little by little bit more about black seed oil to get educated, right? Because there's knowledge and power in being educated. And I just really am pushing this product right here, even over CBD. For most of I have been doing, let me stop sharing my screen. Most of I have sold CBD for the last year and a half, right? And I'm a big CBD believer. I still sell with CBD because of my Heart and Body's Naturals sell CBD, but this is my baby right here, right? And why I want to educate people on black seed oil, because it's so crucial that you get the knowledge and learn what black seed oil can do, right? Because it changed my life. It's lowered my sugar by over 200 points in a year and a half's time, naturally, no medication whatsoever, right? So stay tuned. Thank you for watching this series that I'm going to start to do. You'll start seeing series 1, 2, 3. I'll be helping label them. And we're going to go over and break down some of the things of the black seed that we find and uses for them. And we'll learn together, right? Because I haven't read all of that article. I looked through it because I read through, that was the first article I found that had that many benefits and uses. And I was like, wow, because normally I was finding in my research, I was finding 10, 9, 7 benefits, right? But to find this article, as I kept digging deeper and deeper and finding out, I was excited to find this 101 benefits, right? So if you're watching this on my timeline, get back with me ASAP if you have any questions about black seed oil. If somebody shared this video with you, please get back with them for HBN and try some black seed oil today, right? If you're watching this from my timeline and you want to try the black seed oil, inbox me. I'll give you a $25 gift card that you can use towards your purchase, because I believe in this product so much. And I'm so glad that this company has produced a gift card program, right? That I can get people to try something, and once they like it, they'll come back, right? If you believe in your product, you're not afraid to give away a gift card. And so I have a $25 gift card that you can use on your very first purchase with HBN. So inbox me today. Thank you for watching this series of black seed oil with me, and I can't wait, and stay tuned for the next sessions that you guys can learn along with me. All right, you guys have a blessed Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for joining and watching with me today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.